Okay, so I have to share testimony because God is way too faithful and way too amazing for me not to. So I am about 27 weeks pregnant, 27 some days now, gratefully. And I went to the doctors to just get an ultrasound, a typical day to get an ultrasound. And when they did the ultrasound, they found what the doctor said was fluid around the baby's heart. It was not at the level where it was extremely concerning, but it was enough for them to send me to a specialist. So I went in to the specialist today. And before I even came in, actually, I decided that I was going to tell everybody about baby and that we needed to go to prayer. We needed to go to war for baby, and believing that God could do a miracle, something supernatural. And I came into the doctor's today, and she said there was no fluid around baby Blaze's heart. That's what we call baby. There's no fluid around this amazing baby's heart. We prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed, and fear tried to seep in, but God. And I told her, I said, we've been praying. By the end of that visit, my amazing and precious miracle came through. There's no fluid. There's no concerns in that area regarding this baby's heart. And I just want to come on and tell you that prayer changes things. When you go to war for God to move on your behalf, and you put out wild faith, and you stand against your fears and everything else that you hear, God does things on your behalf. They saw two milliliters of fluid around my baby's heart. When I went in today, it was completely gone. They didn't see a thing. I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe a doctor is going to tell you something just because to get you fear. No, I believe that there was fluid there with all my heart, and that God did a supernatural miracle within my womb for this amazing child to be cleared. If he did it for me, he could do it for you. God is able to do all things exceedingly and abundantly more than we can ask, think, or even fathom. I prayed God's perfect will over this child. And I stood in what I believe, that God would not give me a child, what I believe, over me. That God would give me a healthy child. And today I'm testifying that I have a healthy baby. And I cannot wait to hold this incredible child in my hands again. Well, again, baby number 2. Romans 8:28. Proverbs 3 verse 5 and 6. Matthew 6 verse 33. You got to rely on these scriptures. You got to rely on something that's bigger than you. Control is in his hand. He did it for me. He's not a God of partiality, so he can and he will do it for you too. I pray that this testimony encourages you. We were terrified. At one point, we chose faith over fear, and we saw a miracle. You can too. Believe in him. No matter how hard it is, he will come through for you.